Next concept is different types of lines. Now here intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are the lines which meet each other. The lines which meet each other are called intersecting lines. So here L and here M. Two lines, I gave the names L and M. These are intersecting at a point. We can name it as O also. So L and M are intersecting at a point here at O. That O is called intersecting point or point of intersection. In any way we can say O is called here the point of intersection or intersecting point. Here two lines, if they meet each other at one particular point, then they are called intersecting lines. So here actually intersecting lines also one more type of line. These are also intersecting lines only, but if they intersect each other at 90 degrees angle, particularly if two lines intersect each other at 90 degrees angle, suppose here it is P and Q, then we say that these are perpendicular lines. These are perpendicular lines. So if two lines are intersecting at each other at 90 degrees angle, then those two lines are called perpendicular lines. Okay. So here actually we represent it with P is perpendicular to Q, inverted T. Okay. So like that we represent. How to read it? P is perpendicular to Q. Understood? Now actually if more lines are intersecting at one point, if more lines are intersecting at one point, then they are called concurrent lines. Then they are called concurrent lines. These are also intersecting lines only. These are also intersecting lines only. But here more than two they are intersecting at a point. Then these lines are called concurrent lines. Here many lines are intersecting at a single point. So these type of lines are called concurrent lines. These all are actually different types of intersecting lines only. Now next coming to non-intersecting lines. Non-intersecting lines means in the name itself it is that they do not intersect. They do not intersect. Actually here, suppose here one line is like this and one more is like this. Then these are non-intersecting lines only now, but if they extend, if we extend these lines like this, then they may intersect. Okay, then they will intersect definitely. So here these lines are not at all parallel lines. So here how can we say non-intersecting lines? Actually in general we can say parallel lines also. Okay, so the lines which do not intersect each other even after extending, then those lines are called parallel lines. So here suppose here L and M, these two lines even if you extend in any direction they will not intersect. Okay, so we can say that these two are parallel lines. But how can you say that? How can you conclude that these two are parallel lines, they will not intersect like that? Actually we cannot extend and check, isn't it? So the perpendicular distance we check. The perpendicular distance between the two lines, if it is same everywhere, then those two lines are called parallel lines. Suppose here if the perpendicular distance is for example 5 centimeters, if it is also 5 centimeters here, then those two lines here L and M are called parallel lines. Suppose here if two lines are given like this, here actually these two are non-intersecting lines here in this plane, but these are not at all parallel. How can you say that? Here the perpendicular distance is more and here the distance between the two lines is less. Just by observation also you can say that. Okay, so these are not at all parallel lines, whereas here these L and M are parallel lines. If the distance between two lines is same everywhere, then those two lines are called parallel lines. Otherwise The two lines which do not intersect even after extending are called parallel lines. Here how to represent parallel lines? L is parallel to M. In this way we represent, okay? Just two vertical lines. Represent that they are parallel. L is parallel to M. How to read it? L is parallel to M. Next concept is pairs of angles. So here complementary angles, supplementary angles, vertically opposite angles and adjacent angles, linear pair also we have. Okay, these all actually have learned in 7th grade. So now again, just once again we want to recall all those. Complementary angles. If complementary angles means what? If two angles add up to 90 degrees, then they are called complementary angles. If two angles add up to 90 degrees. Suppose here one angle is there, maybe 60 degrees, and here one more angle is there, that is 30 degrees. Then these two, if you add 60 plus 30 equal to 90 degrees, then these two angles are called complementary angles. Okay, they need not be adjacent always, just two different angles, two separate angles also we can just take like that. Okay, so if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, they are called complementary angles. Next, supplementary angles. If two angles add up to 180 degrees, suppose here it is 70 degrees and one more angle is 110 degrees. These two angles if you add, you will get 180 degrees. So if the sum of two angles is 180 degrees, then those two angles are called supplementary angles. Okay. Next, vertically opposite angles. If two lines intersect each other like this, then the vertically opposite angles formed are equal. Actually here vertically opposite angles are formed. Two pairs of vertically opposite angles are formed. Suppose here A, B, C, D. Two pairs. Here A and C is one pair and B and D is one more pair of vertically opposite angles. So wherever two lines intersect, then two pairs of vertically opposite angles we get, and definitely vertically opposite angles are equal. So here A equal to C and B equal to D. In this figure A equal to C and B equal to D. Okay. So here in the vertically opposite angles, if any one angle is given, suppose here A I gave 50 degrees. A I gave 50 degrees. Then all the three remaining angles you can find out. How to find out? A is equal to C according to our statement that vertically opposite angles are equal. So here C is also 50 degrees. Now what about B? How you will get? Here since this is the line, so straight angle 180 degrees. So B equal to 180 minus 50, that is 130. So if B is 130, D is also 130. So in vertically opposite angles, if any one angle is given among the four angles, the other three angles you can find out using the property that vertically opposite angles are equal. Next one is adjacent angles. So here adjacent angles means two angles which have common vertex, and one common arm and no common interior points. So here you should be clear with that point. Here actually two angles we have. Both together one more angle also actually we will get, but we are talking now about 1 and 2, these two angles. So how can I give the name? Angle AOB and angle BOC. These two angles. Okay. So now these two angles are called adjacent. I am telling how it is. They have the common vertex, means here the vertex is O and here also the vertex is O. So they have the common vertex O and one common arm. Actually here in this, what are the arms in angle AOB? AO, otherwise OA, ray and OB. Okay, these two are the arms in this angle 1. Now angle BOC, what are the arms? OB and OC. So here OB is common. In both the angles, OB is the common arm and O is the common vertex. Okay, so here these two are called adjacent angles. So adjacent angles means what? The two angles which have common vertex and one common arm are called adjacent angles. But actually here one more point also included. What is that? They do not have any common interior points. What does it mean? Once you see here, actually if I want to take angle AOC and angle AOB, once see this angle AOC and angle AOB, are they adjacent? No, not at all. Why? The third point is not at all satisfied by these two angles. What is the third point? They do not have common interior points. They should not have common interior points. How it is? Angle AOC is this big angle, angle AOC, and angle AOB is this one. So here, suppose these all are the points. These points are the interior points of angle AOB. So here these interior points are there in angle AOC also. In angle AOC also, these points are included in the interior of angle AOC. But they should not have any common interior points. That's why these two are not at all adjacent angles. In another way, how can we say? Just here, the one common arm, we told no in the second point. So common vertex and common arm. And the third point is the two non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. Okay, so here these two are non-common. OA and OC are not at all common for both the angles. These non-common arms are on different sides, are on either side of the common arm. Common arm is OB. So OC is here this side and OA is here this side. Both are not at all on the same side of OB. Understood? So one is here and one is here. Both are not at all on the same side of the common arm OB. So in that way also you can say. So what are the 3 points you have to include in the definition of adjacent angles? The two angles which have common vertex and one common arm and no common interior points. Otherwise the third point you can tell in another way also. The two non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. In that way also we can say. So here angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent. Angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent. Okay. Next one is linear pair of angles. Actually linear pair of angles are also one type of adjacent angles only, but one special type of adjacent angles. What is that? We will see. So here angle 1, angle 2, if you take, here I want to give a name, A, B, C, D. Here angle 1 is angle CAB and angle 2 is angle CAD. Here I am telling that these two are linear pair. These two angles form linear pair. How it is? Here these two are adjacent actually. Are they adjacent or not? Angle CAB and angle CAD. Here once we will check whether they are adjacent or not. Common vertex they have and common arm AC they have and no common interior points. Otherwise AB and AD are on different sides of AC. Okay, so definitely these two are adjacent. And what is the speciality of these linear pair? They sum up to 180 degrees. Otherwise we can say that they are supplementary. So adjacent angles, adjacent and supplementary. The two angles which are adjacent and supplementary are called linear pair of angles. That's it. Okay. Otherwise, how can we say that the two angles, otherwise the two adjacent angles which add up to 180 degrees are called linear pair of angles. Otherwise they form linear pair of angles. Here angle CAB and angle CAD form linear pair. Understood? Here also, in another way also we can say, actually the ray, if a ray stands on a line, then the angles formed are definitely linear pair. Okay, the adjacent angles which are supplementary form linear pair. Actually these all concepts already you know, but this is only introductory video. Okay, just I gave introduction of all the concepts whatever you know already, but again you have all these in 9th grade. That is the purpose. We revised everything, and in the next videos we will come to the next topics also.